Hello, friends. I extend warm welcome to you all and thanks for joining. So, today's topic is Being Happy is Truly Our Natural State by James Anderson. So, introspect a while and ask yourself this question. Can you feel your true source of happiness? Circumstances are only shifting sands and will always change. Look at everything that exists outside as just another circumstance. Your relationships, home, possessions, even your loved ones. Are you looking for any of these to complete your happiness? You will be disappointed. The more we try to construct on the outside, the more miserable we become, as there is only impermanence on the surface. So the passage refers to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, do you truly know where your real happiness comes from? Remember, the situations around you are like sand, constantly shifting and changing. View everything external, like your relationships, home, belongings, and even your dear ones, as mere circumstances. Are you relying on any of these to bring you a lasting happiness? If so, you are likely to be disappointed. The more we build our happiness on external things, the unhappier we become. Because what's on the surface is always temporary and ever changing. So, being happy is truly a natural state. It is normal and does not need any add ons. We only have to live in an atmosphere of inner and outer harmony and equilibrium. It is our birthright. It requires effort to annul our conditioning and innate ignorance factors which reinforce our misery. So, annul, which means to cancel, invalidate, negate something. Innate, which means natural, inherent, existing from birth. Reinforce, which means to strengthen. So, it requires efforts to annul our conditioning and innate ignorance factors which reinforce our misery, means that putting in effort is necessary to eliminate the influence of our learned behaviors and natural lack of knowledge, which contribute to making our suffering stronger. We have to penetrate the folds of our natural nature to reach the divine. It is hard work getting back to our source, but we must try. Experience shows that on the sunlit path, surrender will remove every obstacles along the way. In integral yoga, one never dwells on difficulties but invokes all one's strengths. Invokes, which means to call upon or request the help. So we are all divine in essence, after all. For this work, aspiration is needed, and a joy intervenes as the practice and work unfold. Happiness is always progressive. The more you engage in a true way of living, the happier you will become. So, in integral yoga, one never dwells on difficulties but invoke all one's strength, which means the focus is not on problems or challenges, but on bringing forth and using all of one's inner strength and ability. Means actively draw upon and utilize one's own capabilities. Innate refers to qualities, characteristics, and abilities that are present within a person uh, or from the beginning rather than being acquired or learned later. Innate ignorance refers to a natural, inherent lack of knowledge or understanding about things. It implies that this lack of knowledge is part of person's inherent nature and is not due to any external factors. So look, the permanence in your life, what is permanent? Your own truth. For one thing, your reality is lodged inside, and realizing it is the authentic aim of life. This is the immortal in you. Set this as your goal in life and move towards it, and you will be happy. The true essence of who you are lies within you, and recognizing this is the genuine purpose of all existence. This inner truth is the eternal part of you. Make this your objective in life and strive towards it, and you will find happiness. Love is also permanent but can only blossom in an atmosphere of truth. So, means love is something that lasts forever, but it can only thrive and grow in an environment of honesty and sincerity. No condition gets more distorted by humanity than love. Which means that out of all conditions or aspects of life, love is the one that is most often changed or altered in a negative way by human behavior or actions. It suggests that human actions and emotions can sometimes negatively affect the purity and original state of love. Love is often changed and messed up by people. Love is a beautiful feeling, but sometimes people do not always understand it and don't treat it the right way, which can make it complicated and confusing. So, love does not reside in exclusive relationship or attachments, but true love is, in Sri Aurobindo's words, a self existent power of the divine. It does not require any other justification for its presence. So, self existent power of the divine means a special energy that comes from the higher and divine source, which does not need anything else to make it work. So, climb through the gradation to the love that exists beyond all bartering and exchange. Gradation, a gradual change, a stage in the process of change. So, climb through the gradation to the love that exists beyond all bantering and exchange. You will find fulfillment in the process. Once we begin to love solely for the sake of loving, we enter the threshold of a sustained and sublime happiness. Sublime, which means extremely good and enjoyable. So, love is a vibration that should not be preserved or nurtured. It needs only to be lived. One becomes what one identifies with. So, identify with love and you will reach the pinnacle of happiness. So, however, never search for happiness. If you are doing that, you are taking the wrong path. Happiness is but a means to an end, an inevitable byproduct of living our truth. You have only to become a flaming brazier for progress, and you will be happy. So you have only to become a flaming brazier for progress, which means a brazier is a container or a device for holding burning coal or fire. In Hindi, it is called angiti or chulha. So brazier, so it suggests that you simply need to become a passionate and enthusiastic supporter or promoter of progress, just as a flaming brazier emits heat and light. You should radiate energy and zeal to drive forward and bring about positive change. Collaborate in the divine work of transformation, and you will attain a supreme felicity. Felicity, which means great happiness. So be selfless enough to offer yourself as a crucible for the future of humanity, and you will never have to look outside again for happiness. Crucible, so in this context, crucible refers to a situation and experiences that test and transform you, often involving challenges and difficulties, just as a crucible is a container. Uh, it's a container used for melting and purifying metals at a very high temperature. Offering yourself as a crucible for the future of humanity means being willing to undergo personal growth and transformation, even if it involves facing hardship in order to contribute to the betterment of humanity's future. It implies a selfless and dedicated commitment to enduring challenges for the greater good. So, vessel made of refractory substance, um, such as graphite, porcelain, used for melting, and calcining material at high temperature is known as crucible. Refractory refers to material for or substance that can withstand very high temperature and is resistant to heat and wear. And calcining is a process in which material is heated to a high temperature but below its melting point. So this is often done to remove a volatile substance from the material, resulting in physical and chemical changes. So your happiness will reach a new pitch as you move into new realms of the supreme Ananda. Give yourself entirely to this work, and you will reach an unbounded, means limitless state of delight, because this is only what you truly are. So, unbounded state of delight refers to a level of joy and happiness that knows no limits or boundaries, and it is a state of being extremely happy and content without any constraints or restrictions. It implies a deep, limitless sense of pleasure and joy. So, however, don't actively search for happiness. If you are doing that, you are on the wrong track. Happiness is actually a result of something else. It naturally comes when you live in line with your true self. You just need to become a strong force of progress, and happiness will come your way. So, join in the divine effort of transformation, and you will achieve an amazing joy. Be selfless enough to offer yourself as a vessel for the future of humanity, and you won't need to seek happiness externally anymore. Your happiness will reach new heights as you enter new levels of ultimate bliss. Dedicate yourself fully to this work, and you will experience boundless happiness, because this is what you truly are. So, in conclusion, as we navigate through the complexities of life, remember that happiness is not a destination to be sought after, but a natural outcome of living in alignment with our true selves, by becoming a driving force for progress. Collaborating in the transformative journey and selflessly contributing to the well being of humanity, we can experience a profound and boundless state of delight. So, let us embrace our innate potential for happiness and embark on a journey towards the supreme joy that resides within us. Thank you for joining me in exploring these profound insights, and I hope they resonate with you as you continue your own path of self discovery and fulfillment. Thank you so much.